Hello everyone! Today I want to talk about a very important topic, healthcare in Cyprus in comparison with the UK. Rumors say how much better or worse healthcare in Cyprus is. So let's discuss, in my personal opinion, as a relocator myself and my family from the UK to Cyprus, what is the difference between the two. For many of our clients, this is a very important factor depending on your personal situation, because the majority are retirees or people in an older age who are interested about what the local healthcare can provide them with. The other part is families with children who is also very worried about the healthcare and how it's going to be used for their kids in Cyprus. In Cyprus, in similarity with the UK, we've got the so-called GESY system. It's similar to the NHS, where if you're a resident of Cyprus, you pay taxes here and you qualify for the system, you can get free healthcare from the local hospitals as well as some private hospitals who are registered in GESY system. So regarding the private hospitals, in comparison with the UK, for example, you can go to any private hospital here, sign up for a consultation, and usually you will have treatment the same day. Also, very important factor, if you're registered in GESY system, it doesn't matter if you're in Paphos, Limassol or Nicosia, you can use doctors in any city who are registered in GESY as well, without paying extra charge. That's very important for you to understand. There are some limitations on the blood test analysis you can do every year, same like in NHS, but still you're free to use private hospitals or private doctors in case if you need extra attention. With a GESY, like with an NHS, you don't pay much, you pay the standard prices for your prescriptions and some minimum charges for your doctor visits, like €6 per visit, approximately. At the time we're making this video, it's approximately €6 per visit for the GP or your doctor. Depending on the services you need, we're giving some examples here of what cost they would involve, such as blood tests, visits to private doctors, pediatricians, special practitioners, etc., depending on your circumstances. Depending on your citizenship, if you're European or non-European, the status and the application will vary. So, if you're non-European, you need to prove that you have rights in Cyprus, such as employment, you need to be contributing to your social insurance and to your GESY contributions. In that case, you and your family members are eligible to apply and get your GESY registration. Otherwise, if you have categories such as temporary residence permit or just PR without any local income and without submitting local tax declarations, you will most likely not qualify for GESY in Cyprus. The European citizens who are relocating to Cyprus and are staying here for more than 6 months and becoming tax residents and can prove their residence in Cyprus are eligible to apply. Conditions here that you still need to show some income, so you still need to make some contributions to the GESY system to be able to qualify for that. The full list of documentation will depend on your circumstances, but in general we do need from you your passport, your immigration permit, whether you're European or non-European, proof of at least 6 months bank statement or electricity water consumption in Cyprus confirming your residence, and other documents depending on your family situation and your income to qualify for GESY. If you have any specific questions about your situation and GESY application, you can sign up for a free consultation and we'll be happy to help at that point. Now let's continue. In private clinics, you usually have no limitations, and most of the private insurances can cover up your outpatient or inpatient treatments in private clinic, depending on your health insurance. Many locals or residents of Cyprus, in addition to their normal GESY healthcare system, have private insurances which cover some more serious operations or conditions to be able to apply to private hospitals and get their treatments covered. That's entirely up to you and your family situation, so if you want to do that, you're more than welcome. We can give you reference of the local insurance companies, or sometimes even international companies such as Bupa, International, or other insurances can cover your Cyprus treatments. In private clinics, as mentioned before, there are usually no queues, they do work extra hours, or sometimes you can even call a doctor for a home visit, depending on your situation. In comparison with local hospitals, you will need to book an appointment or wait in the queue to see your practitioner. I think it's the same question which works not just in Cyprus but in any country. So depending on your circumstances, if you have kids or if you want some extra care for yourself, you will choose, and obviously according to your financial situation, the most appropriate healthcare which you would like. So for us it's very important to have that level of connection. The main point I would say in Cyprus in comparison with the UK, that in case if you have doctors either private or some GESY registered doctors, you can have a direct contact of your doctor, and in case if you need something urgent, you can reach them via WhatsApp or email and they will actually respond to you directly, not the secretary, not the assistant, but the doctor in case you have an emergency. Also, as a mother of 2 kids, it's really convenient to have your doctor on call after hours because, you know, kids usually have a fever only on Saturdays and only at 12 o'clock at night. Overall, the country offers really good quality services for pregnant or like newly mothers, and neonatal care in Cyprus is really good. In comparison, I can say that both the experience back in the UK and Cyprus have both been truly amazing. The doctors are really attentive, the healthcare is great in both areas. So in that case, I would say they are on the same level. The only comparison in Cyprus to the UK, for example, is that during your pregnancy you have a lot more screenings and ultrasounds than in the UK. That I've gone through personally, and I can guarantee you that you're going to have a lot more visits in Cyprus rather than you had in the UK. And also in Cyprus, it's always the doctor who looks after you, not a nurse, not a midwife, but a doctor sees you on every checkup and test. Again, let's talk about the comparison of the costs. If you are registered in GESY, you qualify for a free care during your pregnancy and free childbirth here. In case if you go private, the approximate cost may vary. So as you can see here, there's a normal or cesarean birth depending on your circumstances. We've got the general hospitals where usually it's the same system like in the UK. You go, you wait in the queue and you have your issue taken care of. In addition, you can use private hospitals, which you can call for a private ambulance or like private doctor visit in urgent circumstances to your home, which will cost additional money. Usual prices for a stay at the hospital for emergency care, again as shown here below, are approximate depending on the hospital and the level of your care you need. They may vary. We are not the best, we are not the worst, we are not Germany, not Israel, but we are good, honestly. In my personal experience, Cyprus offers a great range of healthcare, starting from anything simple and continuing with important operations or even plastic surgery. More and more international doctors are coming to Cyprus to perform specific cosmetology surgeries if you want to go into that area, or we have even international doctors who come here for any serious operations. More hospitals are opening up, hospitals are expanding, such as private and governmental, so it's getting even better. With the more people coming and relocating to Cyprus, the system is improving more and more. There are no good doctors in Cyprus. That's not true. Like in any other country, you will need to find the doctor you like working with. I know families who have gone through 4 pediatricians until they came up to the great one who they love and they work with, and the kids have been with them for years. Same, I know other doctors who have stayed with 1 pediatrician for the whole life of their kids, and they're more than happy. Same with any other GP you may have. Same with your dentist. Same with your lawyer. Let's be honest, how many good lawyers you know? Not that many. You will always find that one particular who works with you and is comfortable for you to work with. As in with everything else, do your research, check your areas, check available doctors, discuss with your friends, your schoolmates, parents from other children from your school, etc. If you're looking for a good doctor, ask for recommendations. We usually recommend the ones we're using, but obviously you're not bound to use them. Again, do your research, don't be afraid to try, sign up for a consultation with a doctor, find out if you can work with them, and just sign up and get your healthcare sorted. With a doctor, as with a lawyer, you have to be fully honest and transparent. And in Cyprus, because you have that level of connection, I think everything goes a lot better. Stay healthy, don't get sick. Hopefully everyone is well. And if you have any questions about GESY or local healthcare, you can sign up for a consultation with us and we'll be really happy to help you.